What is up, YouTube? Ncaa31 here. Haven't done an NCAA 12 video in a while. This video I'm showing you guys some clips, some plays from offline Dynasty as well as online Dynasty that, illustrate some things that I really love about this game. Like in this particular play, this is a perfectly executed speed option pass. Linebackers get sucked in by the speed option action. Tommy Reese squares up, throws the ball to a wide open TJ Jones in the middle. That's just beautiful stuff. But anyway, someone once asked me, or asked in one of my videos that I posted, if you could only get one game, NCAA 12 or Madden 12, which game would you get? And in my opinion, I would get NCAA 12 if I could only get one game. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, I believe the game just plays slightly smoother, and also there's just more things that you can do, both on the field and off. But also, I'm a little bit more of a college football fan. While I love the NFL and the pro-style game, I really love the college game. And for a couple of reasons. I grew up really enjoying, option quarterbacks, guys like Tony Rice, Major Harris, Jamel Holloway, Tommy Frazier, Darian Hagan, Eric Crouch, and also those, gunslinging, wide open passing attacks led by guys like Ty Detmer, David Klingler, Andre Ware. I remember watching Bo Jackson in college and what a beast he was. Herschel Walker, Tim Brown. I wanted to be like Rocket Ismail when I was growing up. I remember Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas in the same backfield. Just those legendary college players, those legendary college quarterbacks, college running backs, and college players and teams. The college game just always had a little bit more charm and personality to it, to me. While in the NFL, pretty much everybody plays the same. In the college game, you may be going against a wishbone offense one week, a pro-style offense the next, a spread team the following week. There's just so many diverse playing styles in college. It just makes the game a whole lot of fun, and there's just so much, tradition and passion around, the college game. That's part of the reason why I like it so much. But anyway, going back to what I was saying about the reason why I haven't posted an NCAA 12 video in a while is largely due to the patch that was released. And the main culprit for my lack of NCAA 12 videos was having to do all of my custom playbooks over again. While it was nice that they fixed the blank formation glitch in custom playbooks, unfortunately, you had to go back and redo and save your custom playbooks again, which was really a pain, especially my, offensive, flex shoot and hardcore run and shoot playbooks, because I had exactly the formations that I wanted, exactly the amount of plays that I wanted, and all my audibles and all the formation audibles were correct. So getting that back in sync again was a huge pain that I did not appreciate. And that's probably my biggest problem with the patch. That while it did fix some things, it screwed around with things that didn't need to be screwed around with. Like, all they had to do was, fix that annoying, blank formation glitch. But instead, they caused an additional problem, even though they fixed that glitch. Now you can't remove some formations when you do a custom playbook. And of course, you have to go back and redo all of your custom playbooks again and save them again and resave them. And that's just the theme of that's just the whole theme of the patch. It changed the way the game felt. And you guys know how I roll. I'm not a critiquer. I think the vast majority of critique videos are a waste of time and are just noise. You know, there are a few people who do good ones that are insightful and bring up, valid points and invite valid discussion, but for the large part, I think they're pretty much a waste of time. But I will comment and critique things like this that change the way the game plays, and not always for the better. Like, one of the things they did was loosen up the zone coverage logic. It's not drastic, but it is noticeable, and it's noticeable in a way that I don't like. I now see defenders just, for no particular reason, abandon assignments or animate their way out of their area or out of their responsibility in a very, all pro football 2K8 kind of way. Remember those videos I did where I showed you defensive backs animating themselves out of position in all pro football 2K8? I've seen that happen now occasionally in this game, where that never happened before. I never saw that happen before. That's not good. And I think I know what they did. What they did was they caved in to these people, these whiners, these complainers, and these lazy people who don't want to adapt, don't know how to adapt, and don't want to put into the time into learning how to throw the football and reading these coverages. There isn't a single kind of throw that you can't make in this game, but it requires practice, and it requires, breaking the bad habits you got away with back in Madden and Ncaa 9, 10, 11, and so on and so forth. I've also noticed some weakened, option logic. Rather than make the option work a bit better, especially out of the shotgun, the speed option game, they made the defense of the they made the defenders defending the option, do some weird things, such as, abandoning the pitchman or backpedaling to allow the pitchman to be free for a pitch. Things like that. Things like that that weren't in the game before, that didn't need to be. Rather than fix the problem correctly, they turned around and, quote-unquote, improved that aspect of the option game to an artificial way. And that's not acceptable. Hopefully they'll tune, this stuff up through the tuners. But right now, the game feels noticeably more loose AI-wise than it was before. That just didn't need to happen. Part of the blessing and curse of the patch, or of patches in general, are that they're blessings and curses. While it's good to have the ability to patch a game after it's released, it also causes these developers to release incomplete games. They're slaves to their deadlines, and their attitude now is, if we can't get everything that we want into the game by release day, we'll just patch it down the road. And this isn't an EA exclusive problem. All games are plagued by this. Sports games, shooters, RPGs, what have you. It's not just an EA exclusive problem. We get release day patches and patches a couple of months down the road in all kinds of games now. So, it leads to, frustration for the consumer, because, nowadays you buy a game knowing that you're buying a game that's not completely finished. So, that's my thought on that. While the patch did, fix some things, it did cause some problems that didn't need to take place. And, I hope EA, tunes up the issues that the patch caused. And for the love of God, test these things, please. Test it and make sure you have it right before you release it. But anyway, that's my take on the patch and how the game feels and how I feel about patches in general. Love to hear what you guys think. Take care. Peace.